Welcome back to MaxTradesCrypto. Today we're going to be talking about two scenarios that are possibly playing out on the daily time frame and then two scenarios on the short-term time frame. So, starting off on our first scenario on the daily time frame, we are looking at this as our main scenario. From the bear market lows, a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a wave 5 to the upside. Now, we did indeed have this long wave 4 over here where we are labeling it as a W, X and a Y, finishing this low at 49,367. Then from there we have had multiple impulsive moves to the upside. Either we can have one of two things when a correction finishes: a standard impulse with multiple moves inside and in this wave 3 as well, or we could have a diagonal, something like a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a wave 5, something like this. So if we look at what we are approaching at the moment, we have a wave 1 up, 2 down, 3 all the way up here, 4 and a 5. Now inside this wave 3, the white wave 3, we have another 5-wave structure. A green 1, 2, 3, 4 and a wave 5. Inside that one we have another 5-wave structure, a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a wave 5. Currently on the 4-hourly time frame we are in this wave 4 in pink. So there are two scenarios that could play out here. One being a triangle, as I've labeled it here, a wave A down, B up, C down, D up, E, and then we blast off to that new 5th wave, new all-time highs, again having a very, very nice rally. Or we could have this here, an A, B, C, where the C wave would target lower into this pink target box here. This would mean an A, B, C, and we would come down in a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a wave 5. That would happen if we break out downwards from this triangle here. But if we do break upwards, then it is possible that the triangle has been in play. That is our first scenario on the chart at the moment. Then if we look at our second scenario here, we actually have a leading diagonal possibility. Now remember, I spoke about that diagonal. When we finished a correction, we can have a diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So it is possible we do indeed have a diagonal here. Each move in a diagonal would mean a 3-wave structure. So an A, B, C down, and now we're looking for something like this before following that wave 2 and then blast off towards even higher all-time highs than this wave 5 would make. That is another scenario on the chart at the moment. But our main scenario still sits with the A, B, C towards the downside that we labeled over here, the A, B, and C. But still possible for it to break positive. Then, if we look at the most bullish scenario on the chart at the moment, is this one over here. On the daily time frame, we have a double 1, 2. Now, this would mean a double 1, 2 is where we have the yellow 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, inside this being the blue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would mean this correction over here was a wave 2. The only reason I've thought about this is because over here in this area here, the wave 4 or wave 2, everyone was very, very bearish. And what often occurs in bull markets in the wave 3, if this is a 1, 2 and the wave 3, is that everyone is extremely, extremely bullish. But there wasn't much bull action happening over here. At the moment, we are very, very bullish, and that is why I label this as a 1, 2, 1, 2. Now finishing that 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. So that is what I do see on the chart at the moment, and then on the 4-hourly time frame it would remain the same. with the same 1-2 structure in here, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 3, 4-5, 4-5, 4-5, finishing off that wave 3, followed by another 4 and another 5, possibly taking us to the bull market target, and even another 4-5, possibly around that 200k area. That is what I do see at the moment. 180 to 200k is a very good target for this bull market. But back to our main scenario, we are still on this. Any trend lines that are possibly a factor at the moment are these three that I've labeled here, possibly finding resistance off one of them at some point in time. But at the moment, we are nowhere close, and therefore they can be brought up in further videos. Then on fair value gaps, on the short term, we still have a few fair value gaps sitting below us here, possibly, or it is possible for this wave 4 to come down all the way, touch these fair value gaps, and then use them as an area of support. These are the ones I'm looking at the moment, but for these to be filled, price would have to come quite low. I mean, all the way back down to 61,000, which I don't think will be happening anytime soon. Bitcoin has gone on a really, really strong run, and I doubt anything like that we'll be seeing anytime soon. Now, for trade possibilities starting on the 4-hourly time frame. At the moment, we are still in this correction in the wave 4, and any buy in this box would be a good trade on the 4-hourly time frame. If price does dip in anywhere back into here, anywhere here is a good buy price. Possibly investing in some form of triangle, putting small entries at the top and larger entries as you go down. Because even if this does break and we go down further, the likelihood in this bull market that we come up is very, very high. Then it would mean this is possibly even another 1-2 instead of a larger correction to the downside. Then on the 1-hour time frame, a good area to invest in here is again this pink box, same as the 4-hourly time frame. Then on the 15-minute, if you do want to take a riskier trade, you can invest on this trend line here. This trend line sits at around the 95,352 all the way down to the 93,606, putting your stop loss at this low here at 93,606. That would be a good area to put a stop loss, and possibly bouncing off this 4-hourly trend line here. You can see this trend line is very imminent on the 4-hourly time frame, but possibly traded on the 15-minute time frame is a good area to look for. But guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I will be doing more and more videos as we go further into the end of the year. But thank you so much. It's been MaxTradesCrypto. Cheers, guys.